Is my camera any good? Of course, it is amazing. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Silva, and today I'd like to talk to you about a very common question, or something that I've heard quite a few times in the last, I think, 2 months or so. Let me give you a bit of a context. If you are like me, you probably are part of a couple of communities, photography communities, whether it is in person or online. And in two of the groups that I belong to on Facebook, this question has come up pretty frequently. People asking, hey, I bought this camera, do you think it's good for me to start photographing with them? And in most cases, I can tell you, yes, it is amazing. But how can I say this so generally? Well, there are many reasons for this. All the major manufacturers, specifically Nikon, Canon, Sony, Fujifilm, Pentax, I'm forgetting Olympus and Panasonic, have done so much research and development in their respective camera systems that nowadays pretty much any camera from a major manufacturer that is a interchangeable lens system camera, well, yeah, it will be great because of all this research and development. And sometimes even these manufacturers have shared so much information among them that nowadays it's almost impossible to create or to design and engineer a bad camera. It's almost impossible. Of course, there are a few exceptions here and there with specific models that have had very well known and well documented quality assurance issues in their manufacturing, but not in their engineering or design. Yes, I'm talking about you, Nikon D600. But anyway, in general terms, yes, we can say that any camera from a major manufacturer that is an interchangeable lens camera system will be great. Of course, if you are observant enough, you probably noticed a few limitations in my statement. One is, there's something I didn't mention. Most modern cameras from these manufacturers, things like that. The first limitation is actually that modern cameras. Let's talk about the last 8 years or so. If we go back 15 years, let's say to 2003 or something like that, 2003. Most of the camera manufacturers were dealing with this new technology back then, which was digital cameras, especially digital interchangeable lens cameras. And back then it was a bit of a mess, and we saw some major changes. For example, when we saw sensors going from CCDs to CMOS and things like that, to BSI, etc. So the cameras from, let's say, 15 or years ago or more, they had some engineering and design issues, and that's why, back then you could find some cameras that were simply not very good, or that had so many issues that, they were simply not worth the effort. So, but most modern cameras, or nowadays, digital imaging technology has advanced so much that it's pretty much a given that any camera from these major manufacturers will be good. Another limitation that I made is any camera from major manufacturers. I remember one camera, from a Chinese manufacturer named Yi. I remember which is compatible with the Micro Four Thirds system, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just the reviews have shown that it's a good first effort, but this company still needs to work on their engineering and research and development and things like that in order to make it reliable camera. But other than that, we wouldn't say, hey, it's pretty bad, toss it in the bin. No, toss it in the trash. No, it's just they still have things to improve. But in any case, there's another thing another limitation to my statement, which is interchangeable lens cameras. I'm not talking about compact cameras, because even though, well, in general, the compact camera market has decreased so much, it's considered dead in many respects. Many compact cameras are now amazing. Just take a look at the Sony RX100 series or the Fuji X100 series. However, they seem to be, the Canon G series, PowerShot G series, things like that, these are very good. However, some other compact camera that we use, things that we used to take on trips and things like that, there are so many other manufacturers that you never know. Some are cheap knockoffs from other more recognized brands and etc. So compact cameras are a bit of a hit and miss market. Then the same goes for action cameras. We already know about GoPro and the action cameras from Sony and Nikon, things like that. But even those have had their issues. And well, if we start talking about their cheap knockoffs, well, you will find all kinds of levels of quality. So no, I wouldn't say every camera in that category is good. But going back to my initial statement, yes, if you get a camera from a major manufacturer from the last 8 years, and it's an interchangeable lens camera system, it will be good. Otherwise, the only reason that I can think of for it not to be good is if it was not very well taken care of, if it's a used camera. But other than that, it will be great for you to start practicing photography and finding out if it is a passion, if it's a hobby, or whatever it is, and the kind of photography that you want to do. Yes, go with that camera. It will be amazing. And with that, I really hope I answered this question. And if you have any question or comment, please leave a comment below. If you'd like to see more videos like this, of course, subscribe to the channel or subscribe to the weekly newsletter from the blog. And please remember, keep learning and keep shooting.